The Golden Gate Bridge. The bridge is quite unique because of its structure, size, and color. First, its structure is a suspension bridge. This means that the main part of the bridge is held up by wires. It has two towers, on each end. The two towers are 500 feet above the street and 726 feet above the water. From the two towers, 8,000 miles of wire hold the bridge up. The wires have quite a job. The entire bridge has 88,000 tons of steel. Altogether, it weighs 88,700 tons. Second, the bridge is huge. In fact, it was the largest wire bridge in the world from 1937 until 1964. It is 8,981 feet long and 90 feet wide. 6 lanes of traffic can cross at once. Also, 2 separate sidewalks cover each side. These are open for walkers and bicycle riders. Third, the Golden Gate Bridge is known for its color. It is painted a bright red, orange color known as International Orange. One of the original workers on the project, Irving Morrow, chose the color. He thought the orange looked good with the nature around the bridge. He also thought it would be good to make the bridge easy to see for passing ships. This amazing bridge was not built overnight. In fact, it was a very long process. It all began in the late 1800s. San Francisco was still using a ferry service. This meant that people and goods had to be moved by boat. It took a long time. Also, more and more people were moving there. The ferry was not fast enough to move all the people where they needed to go. To solve the problem, James H. Wilkins thought a bridge would be a good idea. Many people thought he was right. They started to plan the bridge. In 1924, the United States War Department gave the green light to pay for the project. In 1928, architect Joseph Strauss designed the bridge. The problem was no one liked the design Strauss drew. As a result, other engineers and architects came to work on the bridge. Strauss was still the lead designer, but Leon Moisseiff came from New York to help Moisseiff design the wires. Next, Charles Alton Ellis designed the rest of the structure to make sure the bridge would stand. Finally, Irving Morrow planned the look of the bridge. He did the lights, the railings, and the shape of the towers. Construction began on January 5, 1933. The bridge opened to walkers on May 27, 1937. It cost about $35.5 million. 10 main builders and their helpers worked on the bridge. It was a success. Strauss and his team built the bridge for less money and less time than they thought it would take. A huge celebration marked the opening of the bridge. On the first day, 200,000 people crossed the bridge on foot or on roller skates. The next day, cars were allowed to cross the bridge. As of January 2014, over 2 billion cars have crossed it. Since its opening, the bridge has been a success. First, many films and television shows have used the bridge because it is so well known worldwide. Second, it has been named a National Historic Civil Engineer Landmark. Third, the American Society of Civil Engineers has added it to the list of the wonders of the modern world. Fourth, millions of people travel to see it every year. Clearly, the Golden Gate Bridge is special. It is a unique work that relied on the ideas of many different people. There is a plaque on the side of the bridge. On it is a poem written by Joseph Strauss. The poem is called "The Mighty Task is Done." Truly, the building of the Golden Gate Bridge was a mighty task worth doing. Number 6. When was the Golden Gate Bridge opened? A. 1924. B. 1928. C. 1933. D. 1937. Number 7. Part A. Which of the following inferences could be made about the Golden Gate Bridge? A. It helps people get to and from San Francisco above the water. B. It helps ships pass through the water easily. C. It was built to attract more tourists to San Francisco. D. It was built as a way to try out a new bridge design. Part B. Which two details from the text support the answer to Part A? A. The bridge is quite unique because of its structure, size, and color. B. He also thought it would be good to make the bridge easy to see for passing ships. C. The ferry was not fast enough to move all the people. James H. Wilkins thought a bridge would be a good idea. D. As of January 2014, over 2 billion cars had crossed it. E. Fourth, millions of people travel to see it every year. Number 8. Which sentence best tells the main idea of the passage? A. The bridge was difficult to build. B. The bridge is giant and dangerous. C. The bridge was built thoughtfully and has been useful. D. There were many fights about who would design the bridge. Number 9. Clearly, the Golden Gate Bridge is special. It is a unique work that relied on the ideas of many different people. There is a plaque on the side of the bridge. On it, a poem written by Joseph Strauss. The poem is called "The Mighty Task is Done." Truly, the building of the Golden Gate Bridge was a mighty task worth doing. Number 10. What conclusions can be made about why the Golden Gate Bridge was built? Use information from the passage to support your answer.